Welcome back everyone. You may be in a position where for some reason your PlayStation 4 just keeps on overheating. Now this happens for a couple different reasons, maybe it's never just one thing, but the very first thing I would recommend doing is looking at your PlayStation 4 and seeing if it has enough air to breathe, enough room to vent. As you know, there's vents on the back of this PlayStation 4, it sucks in air and it blows out air. If those vents are covered up in one way or another, if it's super close to a wall, if the back of the stand is too close, whatever, you kind of want to let it have more room to breathe. So you're probably better off of just kind of like moving your PlayStation 4 a little bit forward away from a surface, or even putting it up like on its own stand or whatever the case is, essentially so it has more room to cool. The last thing you want is to have your PlayStation 4 constantly overheating because it could burn up everything in the inside and your PlayStation 4 will not work anymore. So that's the first thing. Secondly, if your PlayStation 4 is in a very hot area to begin with, let's say it's like super hot in the room that you're in, well, the PlayStation 4 is only going to get hotter. It's not really going to cool itself down. You know, it has the cooling inside, but the best thing to do is obviously to put it in an area that's either properly ventilated or either cold in the beginning with. So that's another very important thing to keep in mind as well. Now, another thing I would recommend looking into is seeing if your PlayStation 4 has a bunch of dust around it or a bunch of dust inside of it as well. Now, you can take apart your PlayStation 4 if you want to, that's probably the best thing to do, but in case you don't, you can always get a can of compressed air and try to blow it within the vents and try to move out as much air as possible or as much dirt and dust as possible. That way your PlayStation 4 has a better experience of being able to cool in, bring in cool air, and blow out hot air. Now, another thing is if you notice your PlayStation 4 constantly ramping up because, you open up a certain game and it's just that specific game that constantly keeps, increasing your specific fan speed of your PlayStation 4. Well, what I would recommend doing at that point is to go ahead and try to update your PlayStation 4 or update the specific games of your PlayStation 4 if you have the capability of doing so. That way you can actually go ahead and, make sure you're up to date on your specific games and your specific software, because if you're on a super outdated version of software, this can cause a ton of issues, and no matter what you do, it'll probably never fix you or whatever because it obviously has issues in it to begin with. So that's another really important thing to keep in mind as well. So that's essentially it. Those are the main ways to go ahead and fix this specific situation. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.